Hey, and welcome to Witchcrafty. So recently Pokemon released the long-awaited evolution of Farfetch'd, Sirfetch'd, and this in turn has caused people to make lots of fan art, memes, and a whole load of hype on social media. So today I'm going to show you how to make this smug guy into a plushie. So let's get into the video. Here's a list of everything you will need for the construction. I'm just going to leave this picture here for about 10 seconds, so just pause it here if you need to. As per usual, the pattern is available for free for my DeviantArt. This one is 3 pages long. The link is in the description. Once you have downloaded and printed it, cut out all of the pieces. Then, cut out all of the pieces in their allocated colours as stated on the pattern. The box on the pattern indicates which shapes need seam allowance, and the M stands for which pieces need to have pieces mirrored, so just flip the shape the other way around for this. The numbers will indicate how many you'll need, and the other marks and numbers all just are for clarification in the video. So, the first thing that you will need to do is to take the shapes B1 and join it to B2. All of these shapes of the body will be placed with the tracing on the outside, so make sure you mirror the shapes where necessary to prevent tracing showing through. After it is sewn, sew up the little accents on the sides of B2. After that, join the straight side of B3 onto the shape B4. Then, you can sew this onto the bottom of both of the sides of B1. This is the bottom of the body. Then, you just need to sew B5 onto the top of both of the sides B2 to complete the bottom half of the main body. After that, join B7 to B6 to create the 2 head sides. Lining up the sides horizontally to create a seamless shape, join B8 and B9. Then, join the shapes B8 and B9 to the head sides, starting with the smaller side of the shape at the front and the largest reaching the back. All that is left for the body is to begin stitching around the neck area. Once you have nearly reached the end, flip the plush the right way up and stuff the body and head generously. Seal off the open end with an invisible stitch, going back in to stuff the head if it needs more volume. Now that the main body is completed, we can make a start on the face. So the white piece F3 onto the black backing F2, leaving more black exposed at the top. Then, at the centre of the white on both eyes, sew F4 on. With the triangle pointing downwards, sew F5 in the very centre of F4. On the longest straight edge, join the 2 F7s together with the tracing on the outside. Then, after that, join this piece onto F6, leaving the back of the beak open. This will then be stuffed and joined onto the plush later. You can pin these in place using a reference image with F1 to represent the brows. Take B13 and sew along the lines with the tracing on the outside, leaving the straight edge open. Repeat this with B14. Then repeat this with the 4 B12 wing shapes, sewing a little further in for each feather on the wing to create more of an indented shape. Roll the shape B10 into a tube and sew along the straight line on the shorter side, leaving both ends open. Place the tracing on the outside of B11 and join 2 pieces together along the tracing. When you nearly reach the end, flip it the right way up and conceal the open gap with an invisible stitch. Repeat this with the second piece. Place the tube pieces a little to the back of the feet and join them on using an invisible stitch, stuffing them generously after so that they are firm. Then, all that is left to do for the rest of the body and face is to sew it on using a backstitch for the majority of the face, or an invisible stitch in places where you need to give the wings or feet shape. Now you can move on to surf-etched weapons. First, take the 2 L1 pieces and join them together along the straight lines. Join L3 to the slanted top of L1 so that it covers the top neatly. Repeat what you did with L1 to the 2 L2 shapes. Join L1 and L2 so that they align. You can then stuff the tube to give it shape. Take all of the white L4 pieces and place all of the tracing on the outside and sew along one side of each two. Then place it into a bowl shape and sew along the remaining open edges. Once you have nearly reached the end, flip it the right way up and stuff the plush, concealing the open end with an invisible stitch. Repeat this with the brown L4 pieces. However, you will need to tuck in the L5 into the ball and L6 so that when it is flipped outwards, L5 points up and L6 rests along the floor. Join the balls onto the open end of the leek. Take the shapes L8 and L9 and the two L7 and line them onto the seam between the white and the green on the leek so that they lay flat along the green, and join them on. They then can be flipped down. For the shield, take both S1 pieces with the tracing on the outside and join them together, leaving the bottom end open. Sew S2 onto the bottom, and before you reach the end, flip it inside out and conceal the open end. For the S3 pieces, sew along the top for both of the two green and the two black pieces. Tuck the black pieces with the tracing on the outside into the green shape and sew along the rest of the edges, flipping it out and sewing up the open end. Repeat this process with the remaining 4 pieces. Take both S4 pieces and sew along the tracing lines to join them together. Repeat this with the last 2. Join the shield together with an invisible stitch in the order shown in the video. The last S4 piece tucked underneath the back to represent the shield handle. Finally, you just need to join these onto the plushie. And there you have it, your very own Surfetched plushie. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below on ideas that you'd like to see me make next. And while you're at it, why don't you go check out my other videos? I upload new craft videos every single week. Just a heads up before the video ends, I'm going to be starting 2 new series on this channel, so the next video will not only be the 100 sub special, but something new. I will still be doing plushies, so do not worry, that kind of content is still going to be on this channel and it will still be coming, but sometimes I need to do something a bit less intense so that I can focus on doing larger and more exciting plush projects, as a week sometimes isn't enough time for me to make something good. Thanks for watching guys, see you next week, bye!